We're going to move on to solving simultaneous equations by elimination today. Previously, you've been looking at solving them graphically. So, can you please get your notes out? And we're going to look at page 1, solving simultaneous equations algebraically. Now, we'll go through all of these steps as I go through the examples. And hopefully you'll find this a little bit easier and quicker than solving graphically. So you have to solve the following pair of equations algebraically. So what we do first of all is we label the first equation with a 1 and the second equation with a 2. First equation, second equation. And we look for any similarities between the x values and the y values. And I can see here that I have one y and I have another negative 1y here. So I'm going to choose to eliminate the y's first of all. And to get rid of these y's, I am going to do equation 1 plus equation 2. If I read this downwards, y plus negative y equals 0. And I want to get rid of these y's so I can find my x value first. So x plus 2x, reading downwards, x plus 2x is 3x. 2 plus 4 is 6. 3 times something equals 6. You know to divide both sides by 3 and you'll get x equals 2. So we have found our x value, but remember we still need to find our y value to find the point of intersection of these two equations. So to find our y value, we're going to have to substitute our x equals 2 into one of the equations. I'm going to go for equation 1. The reason being is there are smaller numbers and no negatives, so that looks like the easier option. Now, when we substitute x equals 2 into equation 1, we would have 2 plus y equals 2. So 2 plus something is 2, y must be 0. So therefore, our final answer would be 2 for your x value and 0 for your y value. Remember, if it's an x and a y in the question, leave this as a coordinate because sometimes the question will ask for a coordinate answer. Now you can also check to see if these two values work at the end. You'll always know if you've got it correct at the end by subbing in the 2 for your x and the 0 for your y. So for equation 1, 2 plus 0 equals 2. Yep, that worked. And for equation 2, 2 times 2 is 4. Take away 0 is still 4. So yes, that worked because it met these conditions. So I'm going to go over the next example with you. So turn over the page, please. Right, this time you have 5x plus 4y equals 14 and 3x minus 4y equals 2. So label these with equation 1, equation 2, and straight away look for any similarities in the x and the y variables. You can see a 4y and then another 4y, but the negative. So we are going to add these two equations together so that 4y plus negative 4y cancels out, that's 0. So you read the equations downwards and you complete the addition operation as you read downwards. So 5x plus 3x is 8x. 4y plus negative 4y is 0, they cancelled out. And 14 plus 2 is 16. Divide both sides by 8 and you get x equals 2. So we've found our x value. We now want to substitute x equals 2 into any of the equations. But again, I'm going to just go for the first equation because it was a plus. So 5 multiplied by 2 plus 4y equals 14. So 5 times 2 is 10. I'm just rewriting everything else here. So now what you would normally do is you would solve this equation by rearranging this to find y. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides and then divide by 4. So we've got our final answer now. Our x value is 2, our y value is 1. But let's check this. Let's check to make sure that it meets both equations. So 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 times 1, which is 4. 10 plus 4 is 14, so that works. For the next one, 3 times 2 is 6. Oh, minus 4 times 1, so 6 take away 4 is 2, and that works. So what I'd like you guys to now do is try page 5 of your booklet. You have these printed out, and then make sure you're always copying out the question. So this is the page you should be on, page 5, solving by elimination. Always label them, equation 1, equation 2. Always decide how you're going to eliminate either the x's or the y's. You're going to need a plus here, okay? And once you've got this part all sorted, the rest should be quite straightforward. Just follow the examples in the notes. Thank you.